Planet Darwin V was the galaxy's most dangerous laboratory, a world of hypermutation. On most planets, evolution takes millions of years, slow, painful trial and error. On Darwin V, it happened in minutes. The dominant predators were the cracks, a species of chameleonic hunters with a genetic code so unstable it was practically liquid. They didn't just adapt to their environment. They adapted to their enemies instantly. If a crack faced poison, its liver reorganized to produce an antivenom in moments. If it lived in a cold cavern, insulating fur grew before the sun set. When the first human scouting parties arrived, the cracks analyzed them like a new experiment. Soft creatures in metal shells, carrying sticks that spat fire and light. To the cracks, humans were data to be studied, countered, and consumed. Watching from the canopy, the high stalker of the cracks, the oldest, deadliest of his kind, communicated in a cloud of pheromones. Watch the humans. Feel the heat. Tell the young to harden their skin. Reflect the light. Make the fire useless. The first engagement was a disaster for humanity. Soldiers armed with pulse rifles and thermal lances moved into the tall grass. Beams of coherent light and bolts of plasma hit the cracks. At first, dozens fell, but the survivors adapted. Skin rippled. Diamond-hard scales emerged, perfectly faceted to reflect 99% of incoming lasers. Plasma bolts designed to melt steel simply bounced off. The soldiers panicked. Their invincible weapons were suddenly nothing more than expensive flashlights. The cracks advanced. Their claws evolved into monomolecular needles, slicing through power armor like silk. It was a massacre. Humans are clever but static, thought the High Stalker. We are the tool. We are the weapon. We evolve faster than they can react. But they hadn't met the 82nd Ballistic Division. Led by General Buck Cannon, they were the galaxy's answer to brute force. A man who looked at a laser rifle and saw a fragile toy. All right, listen up, Buck roared, standing on his transport ramp. Those lizards think they're smart. They think they can evolve their way out of a fight. Well, I've got news for them. Light is fast, but it's light. It has no weight. Load the dumb rounds. No tracers. No incendiaries. No smart chips. Just solid, heavy metal 700-grain lead slugs, fired from a weapon unchanged in 500 years. Let's see them evolve their way out of a headache moving at Mach 3. The 82nd advanced into the valley. The cracks waited, scales glittering, mocking the humans. The High Stalker signaled the charge. The valley didn't fill with laser fire. It filled with a sound like the world tearing apart. Thud, thud, thud. Each bullet slammed into the cracks. Diamond-hard scales shattered. Organs liquefied under sheer kinetic force. The creatures didn't die from wounds. They died because physics didn't bend to evolution. What is this? Screeched the High Stalker. The light. It doesn't reflect. They tried to adapt again. Thicker hides. 6-inch armor reinforced with carbon fibers. Living tanks. Buck just laughed. Oh, you want to get thick, yeah? Gunner, bring up the 20mm autocannons. Load the sabos. Tungsten shells slammed into their bioarmor. Hydrostatic shock turned their organs to mush. Biology failed against pure physics. You can't do it, can you? Buck yelled to the trees. There's no gene for invulnerability to momentum. The last adaptation. Speed. The cracks shrank, became nimble. Humans countered with shotguns, canisters of thousands of steel needles. Speed was useless against mass. By sunset, the valley was silent. Spent brass, shattered bodies, and a single truth remained. Biology is a suggestion. Physics is a law. The High Stalker was captured alive, trapped in a cage of simple iron bars. He tried to adapt, to slip through, to melt metal, but he had no energy. We are the pinnacle. We evolve. We are masters of life, he hissed. Life is soft, Buck said, blowing a smoke ring. Bullets are hard. Bullets don't try. Bullets are the way. You spent millions of years perfecting biology. But we're the ones who throw the rocks. The conquest of Darwin V was complete. Hypermutation continued, but it no longer mattered. No matter how the cracks evolved, wings, armor, claws, they faced the same immutable law. A human with a heavy gun and a well-placed slug. Darwin V learned the ultimate HFY truth. You can be the fastest, smartest, deadliest predator in the galaxy, but momentum obeys no mutation. Physics cannot be outsmarted. Humanity had proven its supremacy not through evolution, but through the unyielding law of mass and velocity. The valley was quiet. The brass was cold. The race was won. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.